Kirby, how has practice been so far this week?
It's been good. They've done a good job being locked in. I thought yesterday was good. We were a little beat up and sore, and had a little bit shorter practice. Late game Saturday, good sleep Saturday night for the players. But then today was really good. So I thought today was one of our best Tuesdays we've had. We had to go inside, so maybe that had something to do with it. But there was a lot of energy and a lot of speed and a lot of pads popping.
Hey, Coach, whenever you evaluate the job that Nate Frazier has done this year, what do you feel he's made the most strides at his young stage of his career? And what are some areas you still like to see him improve?
Well, first of all, I think he's very mature. He came from arguably probably one of the best programs in all the country with modern day. I mean, they have put out more players and won more national championships of high schools than anybody. So, I mean, he's a kid that's very mature, knew exactly what he wanted, and I think our national exposure helped us recruiting. But he didn't he didn't come in like everybody else. He came in May or June. And that's hard to do. It's not particularly hard for a running back to play as a freshman, but I don't, he didn't come in. The last guy I think maybe was Swift, because Swift went to a private school and didn't come in mid-year. Came in the summer. And Nate's picked things up really quick. He's talented, he's conscientious, and just been really pleased with his overall work ethic.
Kirby, you mentioned Nitro practicing really well and that leading to his opportunities on Saturday. Is a taste of game action the kind of thing that can lead to even better practices after that? And how have you seen Nitro respond?
Yeah, I mean, Nitro's responded well. He's worked hard. He had a good practice today. I think he gained some confidence from that because he went against a really good defense and he did some nice things. But I mean, he goes against a good defense every day in practice, and there's times that he's been frustrated. I mean, he would tell you openly that he wants to play. He wants to help. All freshmen want to play, and this has been a weird year for us because we have not had a lot of breaks in action to get those guys playing experience. I mean, I could go through Jaden Riddell and Colton, Ellis DeMello, Andre. There's just so many guys, the O linemen, the other backs who's starting to get a taste. So, I mean, I probably met with that group, 3 or 4 times this year as a group and just said, stay the course. You're going to get an opportunity, because so many of them come in with high expectations and they want to play, and Nitro's one of those guys. Ellis and DeMello are so close. They've practiced so hard and so well and done so good, and you're used to having these games where you can go, oh man, I think Schumann said we averaged 100 snaps for our 2s and 3s over the last couple of years. We're not even close to that right now. Just hadn't been able to, and they're getting better, and I'm excited about all of them, and I'm excited about Nitro.
Yeah, Coach, building off that answer right there, and I know you respect every opponent, but does that make this week that much more important in terms of handling business early in this football game and allowing some of the rest of your roster to get some burn?
Yeah, you don't ever count on that. What you count on is you want to play well, right? You don't want to you want to kill turnovers. You want to get turnovers. Sometimes these games get shrunk on you because sometimes teams throw the ball. Get the ball out quick, or they run the ball more to shrink the game, and that can be frustrating because you might go in with 3 possessions or something in a half, and that's tough. You want to get snaps, but I mean, we're not counting on anything. We want to go play well, and to do that, we got to practice well, and we did today.
Kirby, what led to the tight end production the other night in the passing game? Were there particular matchups that you guys like going in?
No. I mean, people always ask about that. I mean, our offense is not built to say, we're going to throw the ball to this guy all game. No, it's what they play. So if they play split safeties, ball's going to go here a lot. If they play single high, it's probably going to go here a lot. If they play quarter halves, it's going to go there a lot. If they blitz a lot, it's going to go here. I mean, Carson's he has full field reads, progression reads, and it just dictated the ball went there some, and I feel like every game our tight ends are part of the game plan. It just, worked out better in this one where they made some plays.
Yeah, about Carson coming off a game where he played as well as he did on Saturday. What have you seen him do and continue to do in practice since then?
Same thing he does every Monday and Tuesday. there's been no difference in Carson. So Carson's been consistent all year to me in terms of his practices, his habits. That doesn't change. He doesn't go with the emotional roller coaster theory. He's level. He practices his technique right. He puts us in the right plays. He gets the game plan ready. He studies the defense. I mean, he has steps that he goes through each week, and he follows that the same way as I do. I mean, I think that's what makes people successful. They have a process, and they believe in that.
Yeah, Kirby, the videos on social media of Brett Thorson talking to the team about tackling. I guess one, how much do you think the team as a whole got a kick out of that? And two, just what does Brett add to the locker room just in terms of his personality?
Yeah, he adds levity. I mean, he's funny. I was telling Muschamp last night. There was a guy, golly, must be 20 years now, ago at LSU, a punter by the name of Donnie Jones. And Donnie used to get up front of the team. Coach Saban would let him talk to the team and break the team down every Thursday, and he would talk about the upcoming opponent. And when a punter gets up there and talks about an upcoming opponent and you know, just how we're going to dominate them and just get after them, it was always, you know, it provided some levity, it provided some humor. And I think of Brett when I think of Donnie. He's just a funny guy, and the players really enjoy him and like him. And we thought it was a good opportunity for him to take advantage of what he did. And we've struggled to tackle for whatever reason. We haven't tackled well, so we're searching for any answer we can, and we wanted to drive that home to them that he did it.
Coach, quick question on Trevor. I know he obviously got hurt in the Florida game. That's when the injury took place. Do you take another hit in that Ole Miss game, or was it just one of those things where it just continued, the story just continued just to kind of grow on?
Yeah, we honestly don't know the answer to that. We think it occurred during the week of practice last week, but he didn't take any hits. He was black shirt, not taking hits. He was running a route, and he felt something in there when he planted and pushed. So, you know, we don't know. I assumed it was probably during the Ole Miss game, but he didn't complain of any pain. He didn't complain of any soreness. We didn't re-X-ray, and he felt good. He went out to practice Monday, felt good. He went out to practice Tuesday, and then something happened at Tuesday, but it would have been non-contact because he wasn't getting touched, and that's when we checked it, and that's when we found it. So, but we still hope we can get him back soon.
Kirby, what has Branson been able to do so far this week?
Yeah, he's running. Well, I think I'm saying this right. He started to cut yesterday, and he's cutting. He did not do anything with us, but he did do a lot of running. He had good speeds. He's getting his confidence back, planning and cutting. You know, he's in meetings, he's in game plan stuff, and he's showing progress, but he is not like taking reps with us.
Yeah, new batch of playoff rankings come out tonight, and the most recent one, I think 4 of the top 5 teams are from the Big Ten, and despite you seeing Ole Miss and Alabama and Tennessee, why do you think this committee seems to value the Big Ten over the SEC in terms of the top teams, or the teams at the top of these rankings?
I don't think they value the Big Ten over the SEC. I think they value wins and losses, and so they place people based on a column. Column of wins and a column of losses, not on the eye test of going to watch them play and see them and see who they play. I just don't think they base it on wins and losses. I don't think they say, well, this is better than that. They just say this record's better than that. And that's the most simple way to do it. It's not necessarily the 12 best. So we'll see what happens. I'm not worried about it much. I got to worry about our team and what we got going on.
Kirby, you said what you did about the playoff the other night, after the Texas game, you kind of upfront about what you thought about the officiating, and it seems like you're more willing to kind of say stuff and put yourself out there. Is that a conscious decision? Did Claude rein you in and him not being able to do somewhere? What or what?
No, I don't think it's any different. I don't really know that I had a lot to say the 2 years previous. I mean, there wasn't a lot there. The year that we were 14-1 and 15-0, there's not a lot of complaints. There's not a lot to fight for. You take care of business on the field, handle your business. You don't have to say a lot of things. I mean, that was a pretty unique situation if you're referring to Texas. I mean, I don't know that I've ever been a part of anything like that. And I wasn't upset with them. I just didn't understand. Like, never seen that happen. but I would have said that any year. I don't know what else you're referring to in terms of stepping out. I just, want to fight for my team and fight for our program because I think we got a deserving group of young men who work really hard, and I'm sure every coach would fight for their guys.
Yeah, Coach, if it seems like it's going to be a wins and loss column type of discussion, or at least boil down to that at some extent, what is the incentive for programs like yours to schedule out-of-conference games like you have? Texas and Notre Dame just scheduled one too.
Just, I guess, the happiness of our fans. That's the incentive, right? Because fans want you to be in the playoffs, but they sure don't want you to play cupcakes. They want you to go play, quality opponents. And I like the home. I mean, going to scheduling a great team and going to play somebody in a neutral site game, a kickoff classic. I love all that stuff. So I want to do as much of that as I can. But I don't know. We'll see where all this stuff goes, guys. I don't think you can sit here right now not in the middle of it, but maybe whatever 3/4 of the way through it and truly judge it. And we all knew when they started this new process, guys, we knew that the argument would be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, first out. It's just, it seems so much bigger than your first out in basketball because there's 64 in, so like nobody really cares when it's 65. When it's 12, 13, 14, it just seems so big, just like the fifth team used to be. But see what happens. I mean, everybody gets a chance to go on the field and play. They need to really decide what they want, though, and that's the frustrating thing because it's record-based or it's quality of opponents. It's hard to say that you shouldn't have a strength of schedule factor in there.
Anything more for Coach? Wazer?
Just got a quick question, not related to the game routine per se. You had a summer hire, Mark Robinson. His title, I guess, is football chief of staff. What does that role entail? What does he mean to the organization? Is that the same role that Nealon had, or is it a little bit different?
Yeah, I would say it's the same as Nealon. I mean, almost overlaps. I hate to say it, I can't keep up with titles. I don't even know what Nealon's title was or what Mark's is. You just said it. So that's not important to me. What he does is important to me in terms of helping manage staff, helping me with our staff, helping me with, there's these silos. There's player development, there's academics, there's strength staff, there is recruiting staff, there is support staff of the coaches, there's the coaches, there's just 9 million silos. And I like to coach. He helps manage a lot of things. He's been part of Florida State programs, Texas A&M programs. He's been places. He was at Florida. When you have someone that experienced, it's very valuable, especially when he's been in our league, and he creates a lot of value and knowledge and experience that in areas that I don't have to deal with, and so he does a lot of management type things.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks.